So now we want to mess with George Foreman. Before I get into my feelings, George Foreman, two women have filed lawsuits claiming that George Foreman, when he was in his 20s, I guess early to mid 20s, I don't have the info right in front of me, in his early to mid 20s, sexually assaulted them when they were like 15 and 16. And this happened I'm assuming, this happened in the early 1970s, so damn near 50 years ago. I'm going to say again. Now we want to mess with George Foreman. Now, I don't know. I've never met George Foreman. I don't know if he's innocent, he's guilty. I'm not buying this. And here's why. I am so sick and tired of the effort that is being put forth to destroy black men, in particular, legendary black men. Now, I can't defend R. Kelly. All jokes aside, I can't defend R. Kelly. I'm just one of those people who's not afraid to say in public, I'll still listen to his music outside of Seems Like You're Ready and Bump and Grind. I cringe now when I hear those. Y'all saw the video. Never mind. But anyway, back on topic. The efforts that are being put forward to destroy black men, legendary black men, is really getting on my damn nerves. And how you make a big deal with one situation, but then you just gloss over and let another situation slide. And I'm not saying if it's true, if he did it, then there's nothing to let slide. Then he should be dealt with. But I don't believe he did it. I'm not believing this because, one, this is just too. It's just too ironic that now that another legendary black figure is now being said to have done something. All the while, 2 weeks ago, a reporter asked Pete Rose about the alleged situation of him having sex with an underage woman when he was in his mid to late 20s. And he responded with, it was 55 years ago, bae. Nobody cares about what happened 55 years ago. And nobody, pretty much, everybody lets that one go over their head. But now, George Foreman, man, look. And then right after the Deshaun Watson situation has been settled as much as it can be settled, now I'm tired of it, yo. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I am. The effort to just shame black men in this country, I'm sick of it. And now, mind you, now to women who have been victims, who have really been victims, my heart definitely goes out, because I've had family members, very close family members, who have been victims of the same thing. So this isn't me trying to be insensitive or anything. I'm just pointing out some narratives. Like, okay, people are saying this about George Foreman. Pete Rose asked a question and pretty much said, yeah, so, and it was a long time ago. Nobody cares. Okay, we got a movie about Elvis where everybody's celebrating Elvis. When Elvis allegedly with a 14-year-old, but he's being made to look like a hero right now. Like, come on, man. We pick and I've said this on the podcast. We pick and choose who we want to protect. I am sick of it. I am. And the targets constantly are black men. And I'm tired of it. I really am. And my only question to those women is, I understand as a victim, sometimes you're afraid to talk about it. I totally understand. Why didn't you, almost 50 years have passed, and in no time was it a comfortable feeling to go public with this? or if you felt that something was done wrong. I just don't, like I said, to me, motive is the first thing I think of. You know, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, because I'm just so sick and tired of, like I said, particularly black men are the ones who are targeted for all of this. And it gets on my nerves. But you'll have other races blatantly say stuff and do stuff, and it gets swept under the rug. Like Flex said, whoof, over the head. Outside of what? Weinstein? So like I said, so this is what we're doing now. We coming after George Foreman. And the mid-90s to 2000s, baby, they don't know about George Foreman, the boxer. They knew that he boxed. I mean, now this supposedly happened when he was, you know, dirty fro, mean and angry for. I ain't gonna say dirty fro, but fro and mean George Foreman. Fro and angry, surly. Like, for those who didn't know, in the 70s, in the early 70s, George Foreman had the fear factor in the boxing ring equal to Mike Tyson. A lot of people, like I said, mid-90s, 2000 babies don't know that about George Foreman, because really all you know about George Foreman is a grill. But I'm just tired of it, man. I'm over it. I am over it. And no, I'm sorry. I'm not believing it. I ain't never met George Foreman a day in my life. And no. I'll talk about this more on the podcast.